guys, I'm Tiny Joy Now, and I made a crystal shop. And on a side personal note, I'm really trying to emotionally come down. Like I'm very angry right now. After watching the Sims quarterly tease. I don't know if I should even go into it. Maybe I'm just being redundant, or that's not what you came here for. So I guess for now I'll just talk about the crystal shop, and maybe I'll get into it if I feel I have enough time in the video. I made a crystal shop today because in my Not So Berry challenge, my Gen 1 mint green sim, Beauty Thoreau, is going to go out with her girlfriend, kind of chill out from all her boys she's been seeing and dating. And she's going to go to a crystal shop because let's be honest with The Sims. And I guess this is definitely, I was actually thinking about this today before The Sims teaser came out. We don't have things to do. Stop giving us stuff packs. Like, okay, I thought I could not talk about this, but I'm just gonna talk about it. Whatever. Like, no one's gonna watch this video, so who freaking cares? Or everyone will. I don't care. Um, you know, we need gameplay. Point blank. I don't mind the stuff packs. I really don't. I am totally cool with them. I will buy them. I am very down with having those little fun trinkets and, as they put it, specialize in them. And that's in objects and stuff like that. That's fine, honestly. But I feel, and I think I'm speaking for everyone when I say this, we'd all be a lot less angry about them and about there being so many of them if we had things like pets, like seasons, like generations. It's really getting to a point that the game's been out for so long. I'm really tired of people standing up for The Sims, and even the Sims team putting out that poor excuse of being like, well, it's a lot of work. No, 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 no. I'm sorry. Maybe if you were a different company and you didn't have the background you did in your games, for sure we would be like, oh, of course, of course. But it's not true. You're The Sims. We have experienced The Sims 1, The Sims 2, The Sims 3. We know you're capable of making these great things in pretty quick amount of time. And it's ridiculous that we're this far into, the game being out and existing. And honestly, a lot of people are bored. We need more things to do. And I understand your business strategy of trying to make more money by having these little game packs and stuff. And even though that's like not cool, whatever, you are a business, I get that. But you can be a business that also gives their customer things. So, I mean, I don't know how much I should go into it, but I think I pretty much said it right there, and that's my frustration. But on the plus side, while we're very limited in anything to do, I made a crystal shop for fun. We have crystals, and ironically, I made it because my sim is a bit of I will call her a hippie. We'll just say she enjoys the bubbles. She grows her own herbs, and it kind of, not to be cliched or anything, because obviously I'm making a joke when I'm saying this, but it would make sense she's into crystals, and it works for this part of the generation where she's supposed to be looking up crystals, sending them to the Geo Council, and getting elements for her elemental chart. So this is kind of a fun way of maybe getting them or just enjoying them for decoration. Either way, I wanted something that went along with the vibe of crystals and crystal shops. I don't know if you've ever been to any crystal shops personally, but they tend to be very simple. There's usually not a ton of products in the store because crystals are so expensive to purchase. They're usually, obviously showcasing their selection, and crystals don't take up a lot of physical room, so it's usually just like a few tables, really blank and stark, lots of wood. And because these are usually what's the word, startups, so to speak, they're usually in a kind of more not run down, like a renovated house. So they'll put maybe newer windows in it or a cool panel background of walling, but then the bathroom will be really old and the plumbing will be old and the building for the most part feels really old. So it's this clash between new agey modern vibes with a mixture of an old building falling apart. It's actually pretty cool. It's like a weird, I don't know if there's a name for it in architecture, but it's a weird clashing of ideas that I think is really fun to experience in person. And then to throw in the mix of it, that alone is interesting, but then they're selling random things like geodes and crystals. So that's really fun. I think it's a cool thing to experience, and it's very light and vibrant. And of course, I had to put it at the edge of kind of Windenburg because, of course, these people can't afford the expensive rent. They can't be by the cafes and the libraries and in the heart of town. They got to be near the river, near where the sewers are. They got to get the cheap rent. So this is going to be really fun for my sim to visit. I'm going to really enjoy experiencing it. For now, while she has oh god, I still love The Sims, and I'm normally a much chipper person, but I'm really at the end of my rope of holding my tongue. I feel honestly violated by The Sims that it's been this long, and we're just still so limited. I mean, they came out with that teaser trailer, and everyone's excited about the family pack, but my big worry is, oh no, are you trying to do generations? Are you going to give us a half-ass generations? Because I don't think my heart can take that. Honestly, I'm not being dramatic when I say that. We've all been waiting for that kind of thing so long. I'm pretty stressed if that's the case. And then same thing with the second pack. I really watch these trailers. I really count down the days when things are released. And I was already not that pumped when the bowling pack came out. But I was like, oh, I was like everyone else. It's like, well, at least it's gameplay. It's not a lot, but it's something. But when the next pack after that is fitness, and you're left being like, oh no, are you literally just giving us more meshes to things we already have? Which is, they're huge. They're terrible at doing that. It's like, we already have treadmills. Really, fitness? Stop. Give us more things. Do you know how many other things you can focus on? We don't need more of the same thing. I'm having a hard time, Mel. I thought I could be chill for this video, but I can't. I'm trying. I put up the fairy lights to simulate Christmas lights. Because, again, when you're broke and starting to, your very first crystal shop, of course you're going to do everything you can to spruce up the place. And, of course, fairy lights are universally loved. I added the sparse trees and rocks to kind of represent, again, not an ideal lot to build a place. Not a, cheap rent, not the best excavated land, but it's still, ironically pretty. Really fun to do. I have to say, I did rebuild this crystal shop numerous times, and after a while I realized I was making it too complicated, and that something like this could just be all windows, simple, straight to the point, a little, chair and table out front to enjoy with your friends, and that's really enough. You don't have to make it more complicated. Crystal shops aren't big. They're usually not that intense or complicated. They're just like a fun, light-hearted area to just hang out with a girlfriend. And that's generally the vibe of what I want my sim to experience. So I'm showing it at night. I'm showing it at the daytime. And if you want to download this crystal shop, my origin ID name is in the description down below. And I hope you can be like these sims and enjoy it. Have a nice day.